Hello and welcome back to Crafting with Tanya and Friends. Today we're going to be working in Design Space and we're going to be covering welding. What welding does, it takes individual letters, shapes, etc. and weld them to become one cut. So instead of cutting the HAPPY out separately, it will become one cut that says happy as if you wrote it in cursive on your paper. So let's begin. The first thing you want to do is insert your text, change the font to whatever script font, block font, whatever font you want to use. And then you want to make sure that your wording is highlighted. And now we're going to change the letter spacing. Now there's two ways to do it. The first way I'm going to show you is using the letter spacing up on the toolbar. So make sure your words are highlighted, and then go up here and decrease your letter spacing until you get your fonts where you need it to be. Now you may have to use both versions of moving your letters in order to get them exactly where you need to be, but just move them to your liking. So once you get your wordings touching, then you want to click Weld. You want to make sure you click Weld and not Group, because if you don't weld it and your letters are touching, then your letters will be getting cut into your other letter. I'll show you what I mean by that during the next step. But just keep decreasing your letter spacing until your letters are going to be at. Design Space just, every time recording, it acts funny. So once you get your wording touching the way you want to make sure you click Weld over here. And what that does is weld your letters together. Now the other way to weld your letters without using the listing here on the toolbar is to type in your words, click highlight, and then click ungroup here so that your letters are individually, so then you're able to move them to where you want them to be. So then you can just move your letters over. Sometimes you'll have to use the letter spacing with ungroup, because sometimes you'll letter space your words, but one of the letters will not be touching while the other letters are touching. So then you'll just ungroup, and then move that one letter to where you need it to be. So once you get your wording the way you need it, again, you're going to highlight everything and then click Weld. Happy over. Now, if you don't click Weld, let me show you what it will do. So if you don't click Weld, as you can see, the letters are touching your other letters. So if you don't click Weld, this A will actually cut into this P. By you highlighting and welding the word together, then it's now one piece. So none of those letters will be cutting into the other letter. As you can see, it's all one piece now. It's all connected. So you want to make sure that you click Weld before you save or before you click Make It. You have to click Weld or your pieces will cut into your other pieces and you will basically just waste your material you're using. Now you can also use Weld to create different shapes. So say you're trying to create a house. So you'll take your square, then you'll take your triangle, and you'll size it to however you need it to be. And then instead of cutting out a triangle and a square and putting them together, you'll just place your square, your triangle on top of your square, highlight both, and click Weld. And now you have your arrow or your house or whatever it is you want to make. I guess we're going to cover slice also in this tutorial. So if you wanted to cut out a window to your house, you'll take your window shape and then you'll just place it wherever you need it to be. Then you'll highlight. Oops, sorry guys. Then you'll take and highlight both items. Then you'll click slice. And what that does is going to cut this square out of my house shape. And I'll just remove what I don't need. And now I have my little window. You can even take your squares and make window sills or, you know, window panes. Whatever you want. You can take these shapes and you can actually create so many different things using basic shapes. So I'll have that and then I'll highlight all three of these and then I'm going to use the weld again. And then that welds, oops, it moved over a little bit, but basically it welds my window into my house. And now I'm going to create, let's say I don't know. So I'm going to put this on top of this and basically make a upside down ice cream cone or whatever. So you can just easily put your circle on top of your triangle, size it to how you need it, and then click Weld. Or if you want to make this circle into a half circle, you can take your circle and your square, put your square over your circle, and then you'll slice it. Highlight, slice. The slice tool is a great tool to use when you're like you wanted to say you're doing the mom word and then you want to put the kid's name inside the mom. So let me show you that. Let's get rid of all of this. And we're going to just type in mom, M-O-M. Font doesn't matter. So we're going to just use Arial Black. And we're going to increase the size just a little. Now we're going to split the mom word in half. And to do that, we're going to use the slice tool. So we're going to take our rectangle, square, whatever, and we are going to size it. And we're going to place it halfway through the mom. Then we're going to highlight both of those items and we're going to click slice. Now you get rid of what you don't need. And now you have your mom pieces sliced and you can move it up. So we don't need this back piece right here. And now you can insert the kids' names. So now that you sliced the mom word, you can insert the kid's name through the word mom. And then now you have your slice design. So you can actually create your own slice designs using the slice tool. You can slice basically anything. So you can bring in a fowl. Let's see. So you can bring in this fowl, slice her, and add words in the middle. The slicing and the welding tool is a great tool to use because you can create your own shapes, basically creating your own template. You can create your own slice designs you see others selling yourself. It's very easy. Just take the time, learn your software, and you'll be designing in no time. Thank you for watching. Continue to subscribe and like, share with your friends, and I hope this video helped. Bye-bye. I said don't stop talking to me.